Hey guys, Chody TV here. I'm just gonna be doing my little review here on episode 301. This episode was pretty awesome, like in my opinion. The fight was amazing. So pretty much, Mario and all these big ass motherfuckers are like, let's go attack the third Raikage. And we don't know exactly what his name is. We'll figure it out in some other time. But they ended up fighting, and so they're pretty much fighting him. Tamari's in the leader of that group, and she's pretty much like, let's attack. What's my wind style? And all these other wind style users, they pretty much attack him, and he's just like, oh no, but he doesn't really care. Even though that's supposedly his weakness, they figure out that he can still get around it. He was pretty much a badass motherfucker. Like, come on now, he's like strong as fuck. Like, he can like easily like beat up anybody, and he looks like he's on steroids. I'm not gonna lie. So he has lightning style. He's pretty cool. He's really fast, and something that goes on, and they ended up going out. Naruto comes out of fucking nowhere, and he's like, I'm here, bitches, and then he like attacks them, and then all we know is that he tries to attack him. He gets so much Rasengan Shuriken, and like we're just like, oh yes, the battle's over. Wow, that was kind of quick. And then like all of a sudden they're like, oh, Raikage is like, nigga, please, like I'm alive. Like bitches be hating on me. And he pretty much just gets up and he's like brushes it off and he gets reanimated, and he ends up attacking them, and they end up having to make a wall and shit. And then Naruto decides, hey, since he fought and by the way, kind of like left this out, but pretty much this guy nicknamed the Rubber Man, quotations, for Naruto, he pretty much was like, hey, Rubber Man, let's go. And pretty much the Rubber Man was like, oh hey, I'm gonna tell you about the Raikage. And he was like, hey, he was in a fight with the A-Tails at one point, and he actually got that scar from it because it was pretty noticeable. Like, third Raikage has a scar like near his heart, and he ended up getting that because we figured out that after they like tell each other, like talk to each other like BFFs, they're like, oh yeah, we were just pretty much fighting. We went on at it with bows. Oh, like all that we had, we went at it, and we made like big explosions, and we pretty much like beat them. We both fell down, and apparently he didn't know how he actually hurt him by doing that, but apparently he did. So he pretty much was like, Naruto was like, herp de derp. That's how it happened. And then he pretty much just got up. He was like, I'm in it to win it, and he went into his stage mode, and he was like, bitch, nigga, come at me. And then he went at him, and they were like, it was like a big moment where they were just coming at each other with all they had. Naruto was like, right before he got hit, he was like, nigga, please, I'm Naruto. Fuck crap, physics. And then he like went under his like hell stab, which is his most lethal move. Went under and made it so that he hit his hand, that because it was so fast he couldn't control it, he made it so that it hit his like heart, that wound, and he ended up dying. And that was pretty much the end of the episode. Awesome fight. I loved it. It was amazing. It was pretty awesome. Like I just said, obviously, if I were to rate this episode, it would be a 10 out of 10 in my book. Please watch this episode. It was an awesome fight. It was awesome. That was also in one episode. I got this, because since it was in one episode, we get to pretty much, like, if we're referencing it, we could be like, oh, episode 301, there it is. And like that was cool. Like I was thinking about that, and I was like, hey, that's kind of cool. Yeah. And also, like, what else did I think about this episode? I'm wondering like what's going to actually happen with the other fight, because we got like a little flashback of what was happening in the other fight. Was it Chizukage, Chizukage, the Mizukage, and Gaara. So we're going to see that next week. Thank you. Look at these fights. They're pretty awesome. Tell me how you feel in the comments down below, and that'll be all for today. This is AJ/Joji, and I'm out.